As you know, we talk about the Chinese bull coming in from China and how poor quality it is. To save you all the hassle and wasting your money, we thought we'd purchase one and show you how good or how bad it may be. This is fresh out the crate, and these are observations. We've taken the side panel off so we can see inside the bottom motor. The first thing we see is the plug that goes into the mains. This is exactly how it's arrived. Just open wires, this plastic sheathing, certainly not UL wire, would never pass any inspection, all loose. That's the quality of the plug. Now we move on to some important things. The gearbox has been improved on the bottom. This is now made from cast steel instead of aluminum. However, as you move up, the slip ring device, they've used a piece of wood, which although it's fairly secure, doesn't look substantial enough to last this in a commercial operation. The most alarming thing we found immediately are the screws that hold the top part of the top motor onto the bottom part. There is no nut on this one, and as you can see it's loose. There's no nut on that one. You can see I can lift it up and down. And the other two, as you can see, I can move that so that one's finger tight, as is the other one at the rear. That's exactly as we've just taken it out of the crate. These four appear to be secure as far as I can see. The cable is directly fed into the motor inside the bottom motor. There is no rubber protection round here, that just goes through bare metal, and in time as that rubs you can see it's already wearing. That will go through the plastic and then immediately through the wire and cause potential injury through electric shock. There is no protection over the motor. Usually there should be a cowling over there. And the most alarming thing of all of it, this motion base has no ground protection at all. Basically meaning any of these wires that come loose, touch any of the metal, the whole motion base will become live, and any rider or anyone that could touch it could get a fatal electric shock. Although the bottom gearbox has been improved with a cast steel gearbox, they've still stuck with the aluminium gearbox on the top. This takes the most torque. As you can see, there are no nuts on the screws, and it's exactly the same one as this one here that we took off a machine that had been used 3 times from one of our customers, and you can see where it's broken around the feet. This will happen every time. Maybe the first time, it may be the 10th time, but I can assure you this is what will happen. Okay. Now we look at the construction and the assembly of the top motion plate. Drive rods, a little bit of play in them, screws loose, top and bottom, not tightened up. Let's go around to the other side. Middle thread, screws loose, not tightened up, finger tight, not even finger tight. The top plate that's fixed to the bearings here, screws loose, although there's spring washers on, they've just not been tightened up. Very, very poor workmanship and extremely dangerous. That one is not too bad, but that one is still once again finger tight. Move round to the bearings at the end. We think these are okay. Oh, I can feel some movement on that one. And let's have a look at the other end. That one appears to be secure. One thing that is apparent, there is no grease in here at all. You must oil these at the point of manufacture, and then you have a maintenance program as you would on our mechanical bull. But these are clean as a whistle, no oil, no grease on any of them. They would seize up in no time. Let's go. Back to electricals. These are the wires going up to the main motor. As you can see, there's no sheathing or protection. They can get chafe there, which will become bare, the whole steel plate will become live. This is the top fixing plate where the mechanism, the bull frame, will drop onto it. If this was a Galaxy machine, this is very similar, that's no problem to a point, but this area here, you have to feed bolts up through the bottom so, and they will have to locate on the bull frame when it sits on top. You will have to do it in the dark, you can't see anything, very, very difficult to get on, and I can see that causing big problems. The integral wheels that they have secured to the motion base are welded, and obviously now you can't take these off, and you can clearly see the problem's going to be these are going to stick into your inflatable, and they're going to wear the inflatable, and this edge round here could probably rub and tear. Not a good idea. They should be detachable as they are on our mechanical bull. As you can see, this is fresh out the packaging, and once again it's very high quality finish. Genuine Chinese dust there. Maybe I should clean my hands when I finish. And there's also more on the motion base and everywhere else. So they do take pride in their work when they finish these off. This is the handle that is used to lift the machine and move the wheels. It does fit in these holes, there we go, and you lift it from the rear and lift the wheels up. As you can see, this is a smooth surface. I would hate to think how this would move one way or another on uneven ground or on grass. Virtually impossible, I would think. These metal bars are supposed to be stabilizers to stop the machine tipping over when it's running at full speed. Very short. On a Galaxy bull, these would be 3 times the length of these to give it true stability. If you can see the size of the hole around